You ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
But even
Pokimane, I'ma need my tides. I'ma need my reparations. Please. She was planning on saying that. She was like this the whole time, thinking. Streaming shouldn't be this hard. Y'all, welcome back to another video. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna get right into it once again. Subscribe. Apparently there needs to be a call to action for you guys to sit here. Everybody apparently sees a video every now and then that's like, oh, I like what he's doing. I kind of like this, but you don't subscribe. You know, but I really do appreciate you even for clicking. Don't even subscribe. Watch the video. Give me a chance. Give me a fair chance. I don't want you to. I'm not just subscribe. Just give me a fair chance, gang. I'm uploading multiple times a day. I'm more consistent than your favorite YouTuber. Now the videos might be different. Might not be as good. But when you eat and you scroll and your food getting cold, go ahead and click that. Without further ado, let's get straight into it.
She been comment me.
Why are you explaining to us rather than talk to Jason? I have talked to Jason! Jason's not the one that's mad! It's you freaks that are mad for him! Jesus Christ!
freaks.
God, I'm doing my best over here! And the store didn't even have
That was
Cheerios!
Cheerios. What's she talking about?
I'm just so tired.
Oh my God.
You know what this is
Now,
like?
mind you, this is
like when your teacher gets mad and they start crying. And it's like, why are you crying? And she's like, I just want you guys to learn mad. You guys just aren't listening to me. Jeremiah is being on his worst behavior. Step outside.
about an award show. I don't.
Why are you crying? You getting
It's
paid.
not that deep. It can't be this deep. What
But
about
some
an award
teachers
show
really
could have
do care
somebody
about kids,
crying
though.
like this? That is QT Cinderella, Ludwig's wife, and she is the internet drama of the week. You see, she's the
talking
creator
about
of the
teachers that don't
Streamer
care.
Awards, a show that celebrated streamers across the different platforms that started back in 2022 that have highlighted some of the biggest streamers on the platforms. Whether it be iShowSpeed, kaicenat, any of the FaZe guys, everyone in this star-studded event gets acknowledged for their accomplishments throughout the career. It's red carpet, it's high production, it's fan voted. Ooh, that's a problem. But there also is a panel that can also create another problem. And this week has been getting criticized for its lack of transparency, its lack of authenticity, and once again ignoring a subsection of the streaming community that, while is big, is also problematic.
It is always funny. Audiences will complain every year that they weren't nominated and then like not do nominations on stream or not tweet about it or not like ask their audience to vote for them or nothing. They'll give nothing. They give nothing, you know? It's like you do have to log in with a Twitch account and you have to fill it out, which I know some people's viewers don't have.
She's trying to insinuate that they're view botting.
I won't say the quiet part out loud.
It's clearly what she's doing.
Somebody said
yeah, she's trying to insinuate they're view botters. So here's the thing. You're lying. You know you're lying. Everybody knows you're lying. I think that you have exercised editorial control and you have picked the nominees not completely from fan voting, but from your own opinions and to keep the show brand friendly. I think that the priority for the show is to make sure that the show gets as many viewers as possible and maintains as many sponsors as possible. I think that's what happened.
Right.
And I am willing to bet $100,000 on it. Invite me next year to watch the voting. And if the people that get voted on actually are the ones that get nominated, I will donate $100,000 to the charity of your choice.
The biggest claim against
Easy
QT
layup. Hey, pull up. You need a flight? I'll get you a flight. Come up. Now, if you was up to no good, you might be cooked. You might be cooked because no one's going. You might be done.
Cinderella in the
I wonder if Ludwig got anything to do with it.
streaming awards is that there are a certain type of streamer that doesn't exist in the nominations for any of these awards. No different than any other award show, whether it be the Grammys or the VMAs. It's just kind of strange how some big name artists aren't acknowledged in some of the
Malone
bigger
let us
categories.
down.
So if you look
All
through
the
the
way
streamer
down.
awards, you'll notice that Twitch streamer, maybe YouTube streamer because of iShowSpeed, but there's nobody from platforms like Kick or Rumble. And there are big streamers on those platforms platforms, but this is noticeably targeting people like a Aiden Ross, Jack Doherty, a Neon, a XQC, and instead of putting those people on there who seemingly have large viewerships, I mean large viewerships, you can see that she puts potentially people that she's close with on these categories. I don't know.
This person, let's give it a buck, is not even close to being...
Who is that? Fuck is that? Vanilla Mace. Don't know who that is. Wendy. I heard of Wendy. Maybe she's up here. Cause I feel like if someone makes their rounds towards me, if they make it to me, you got something going. She never made it to me. DDG, what is this? Breakout? DDG's not a breakout. Actually, he low-key is. Damn. It's between Rakai and DDG. Low-key. Or maybe even Wendy, because I heard she got the Mexican community popping up. Like, they turned up.
On the scale of this category. But Cutie had some drama with her.
I say DDG.
So she probably thought, yo, I'm going to put her on this category, and maybe the bridge will rebuild, and we'll have a collab down the line. I'm not going to look like a fuck ass. And boom, there she is. That's just kind of how it goes. But no problem.
She's trying to make friends.
It's her event, right? I mean, she can do whatever she wants with that.
Now, here at the Omizi platform, we try to give everybody a fair shake. So I did a little bit of an investigation, a little bit of sleuthing on my own as to XQC and other people's claims of, you know, QT Cinderella putting in people who don't seemingly belong into these different categories. And it's a little bit telling. This right here is DDG's Twitch tracker platform overview. I did it from like a 3-month perspective. And as you can see, average viewership is at 15,000, peak viewers at 57,000, and then 6 million hours watched. This is Rakai from that same perspective, 21,000 average viewers, 62,000 peak viewers, 1.9 million hours watched. This is Vanilla Mace, 6,000 average viewers, 16,000 peak viewers, and 1.1 million hours watched. I'm not making a claim here, but there may be some validity as to what people are saying. I'm chronically online, and the only thing that I remember Vanilla Mace for this year is her being next to QT Cinderella in the drama where they were saying that, you know, she hangs out with some problematic streamers.
Cutie Cinderella obviously hosts this shit. Katie's her best friend. How are you gonna...
What the... Is this that, virtual... This is the virtual streaming? So who's really behind this? Can I do it?
nominate Katie for Rising Star, and then also at the start here, right here. How is Katie up here? Katie is going head to head with Ninja, but for some reason is a Rising Star.
Ooh.
Hello, VTuber. I just started my live, and I was informed that apparently you were saying some nasty things about me on Twitter. I don't have Twitter because I go outside, but I do just want to say this to you. I'm sending you so much love. I'm wishing you all the best in your streaming career. Keep being a great, amazing VTuber, and I'm wishing you so much success. See you in the future. Maybe a collab on the way.
Now,
Shut your stupid ass up. That weak ass message. I see what she was trying to do. That shit didn't hit. I can't lie. It didn't hit that. It didn't hit the same. It didn't hit that way. Who are you? You're only up there because, you know, if we're either gonna keep it a buck, if we keep it a bean, every year streaming, since it's been popular, since like 2021, it's like take it as like a sports team or a sports organization. For the NBA, for example, it just started. When the league just started, there was two really, really good teams and only 5 decent teams to stay in the running. Every year for streaming, it's gonna change. It's gonna be basically the same with little changes. It's gonna be Aiden, Kai, Speed, Queso, this person. Then it's gonna be Kai, Speed, Aiden, and Max. And it's gonna be Max, Speed. You know, it's gonna be the same group of like around 10 people, but we now go until the new generation. Like, okay, now it's gonna be Rakai, Dabo, you know, all these other people, Wendy, in like 4 years. So like, why are we throwing in new people? We all know who should be up there and who shouldn't be up there. If I see Queso, I'm not gonna be like, bro, what? He just don't make my round. If I see Wendy up there, I'm not gonna be like, bro, what? Obviously she's making rounds. She's just not on my radar. But I can see what the influence in the pull she has on her community and other people. she made her way towards, you know what I mean? It should just be like that. We kind of know what's forced and what's not forced.
I will say in that conversation, we've had people who have made massive jumps and leaps. That was KDB, a friend of QT Cinderella, who last year in December of 2024 went from just 18 live viewers.
Girls that use this like filters are funny, I can't lie.
To this past November, this current November, having 4,000 people in their lives. So it's possible for them to fit into two categories, but would it be so?
It should be breakout streamer, breakout new stream, or like for something like that, it should be like new creator in that genre. Now you put this new creator in there because going from 1,000, going from 100 to 7,000, or going from 3 viewers to 7,000 is a bigger jump from someone going DDG going 4,000 to 10,000 or 15,000. You get what I'm trying to say?
Out of this realm for Cutie Cinderella to be putting her friends or people that she watches a lot into these categories? No, not at all. And I will say that there is a subsection of people that are saying that this is just a part of some grander overall script that happens every single year when it comes to the streaming awards in order to build up some sort of drama surrounding the event. Kind of like this year when Deshae Frost screamed at Cutie Cinderella and what was obviously an attempt to troll her that got taken way out of context and went way too far.
Oh, you guys didn't have clips for that. My bad. I thought we had clips. Silly me. It's funny that I said I thought we had clips when I quite literally, I think I put on the notes, no need for clips for this one, because I didn't want them to have to like hunt down clips of streamers doing stuff with the brand, and then if the streamers did the stuff with the brand.
Oh my God! Shut the fuck up!
Now that incident will cause QT Cinderella to crash out on Deshae, and ultimately, which...
How incredibly gone. Congrats on his on his nomination. I'll try and shut up during the next show and streamers eat dinner. I pay for we celebrate. Okay. She one of them people that do something and you're like, remember I did this, remember? I spent months working on it, enjoy the night working on each other. I'll make sure to shut the F up. Shay Frost, you still wanna see even though I'll be talking all night. I'm tripping. Genuinely, how are you the same person whose reaction to getting nominated made me cry? What? Shut up.
This is what the conspiracy theorists are saying. Have a lot of people on the internet start to side with QT Cinderella in an argument. And I keep referencing this script because the same thing happens with these streamer awards every single year, which has to have us have a bigger and broader conversation about these edgy streamers. The next portion of the script is these streamers that are edgy that get left out come to bat and say, hey, screw those guys. We want to do our own thing.
I'm going to team up with Amaranth's husband and Asmongold to put on the Kick Award show. It's not going to just be Kick Awards. We're going to do streamer awards, and we're going to do the real awards. We're going to also give out clips to retards. Nick Fuentes deserves a fucking award, am I right? So we're going to give out awards to people on the internet who actually deserve awards. And non-biasness, none of that gay-ass bullshit, oh, LA friends. We're going to give out some fucking awards to people that deserve some fucking awards.
And I actually mess with that. Even if it's like bad awards, you give out bad awards.
Again, if she would just come out and say, we didn't give some people nominations because they wouldn't, the sponsors wouldn't like it, I would be like, okay, all right, reasonable. That's fine. You want to make money, it's okay. But you want to go and say it's fan voted and then insult and insinuate that the people that didn't get nominated are view botters. Because Cutie did insinuate that one of the people, all the people that didn't get nominated, and Hassan is part of that category, is categorically a view botter. She did. Everybody knows she did that. And so you didn't need to do that. You didn't have to do that. But you did that.
He's a funny character, but what he said is kind of true. Now, naturally, I don't agree with Aiden Ross's language and the way that he portrayed the situation, but there is a good point in this entire conversation. There are a plethora of streamers who aren't represented in this streamer category, streamer of the year conversation, etc., etc. 9 times out of 10, they fit a mold. 9 times out of 10, they are a part of a side of the internet. 9 times out of 10, they fit in a certain box. One that does seemingly become attributed with brand friendliness. But ultimately, what I can say, though, is that, newsflash, big streamers exist all across the platform. Not necessarily ones that are just edgy like the Aiden Rosses or maybe the Asm Golds or hell, even the Myron and Walters from Fresh and Fits. I'm also talking about the political streamers like Hassan or Dean. I'm also talking about the Spanish-speaking streamers. Like, Spanish-speaking streamers are a big portion of the streaming world. If you go to any of these sites that track the statistics, you'll notice that some of the biggest streamers in the world aren't represented in this streamer award event. And it has me thinking, well, why wouldn't they? Especially if this is fan voted. You're trying trying to tell me that these people's fans don't want to see them be awarded? I don't know if that's necessarily the case. What I do think is the case, though, is that this lines up with QT Cinderella's Robin, or maybe her Batman because she's bigger, but technically her Robin because she's the main portion of it. But the person sitting next to QT Cinderella, Pokimane has some comments about the current state of the streaming culture. She says she misses when streaming was just about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming, etc., etc. And maybe that's why these types of streamers from all over the walks of the internet aren't featured on the Streamer Awards. Now, there is a level of hypocrisy in Pokimane's tweets. I mean, it's not like she has a squeaky clean resume and reputation around the streaming culture. We covered her selling cookies that were somebody else's recipe.
Selling cookies or scamming cookies? She was definitely scamming cookies.
And then her label with an overpriced price tag on it last year. And there's also video of her coming out saying the thing that it seems like all these white streamers have said at one point in time in their life, the N-word.
God, you ain't funny. That's not true. Maybe you're just boring as fuck and lame as hell. Cause only lame niggas say that shit.
But even
Pokimane, I'ma need my tides, I'ma need my reparations. Please! She was planning on saying that. She was like this the whole time, thinking. She can't get away with that when she did.
Asmongold talks about how she only got popular based off of the drama baiting and the clip farming.
I miss when streaming was about gaming and not just drama baiting and clip farming. Pokimane only got really popular when it was about drama baiting and clip farming. What do you mean?
Bro.
What do you mean? Talking about that shit for, like, what do you mean? Yeah, it was only about gaming. Like, see, you go and say, you say something like this. You're just trying to defend the situation right here. Pokimane got popular by being in full cam and having a larger than average camera on Twitch playing League of Legends. That's what you did. You did this. For years, you did this. Now, so if you're talking about streaming being just about gaming, you were the one that tried to edge streaming towards not being gaming more than anybody else. And by the way, I dated another girl that did the same thing. I'm not even complaining about.
What he means by that is this right here, full streaming. You playing like this, and then it's reversed. Like there'll be a little box, like right here, that's gaming. And you basically, you got clothes on so people could just, you know, men especially could just, you know.
This, I thought it was great. But you can't go and complain about the way the website is whenever you're one of the people that made it this way, right?
Ugh, those are some good talking points there. But I don't want us to get lost in the sauce of the conversation. This whole creator award show thing, to me and my personal opinion, has been totally overblown. There's no way for QT Cinderella to represent the entirety of the community, specifically the streaming community. So yeah, she's gonna have some of her friends in there. Some of the people that like to play ball, no different than the other award shows that go on. And I will say, this is still going through some growing pains. She's putting all of this on by herself with the help of some sponsors and stuff like that, of course, you know. But at the end of the day, this is still in its infancy stages. And if you want to start your award show, go ahead and start your award show. But this is how the creator sphere works. We criticize the drama, but then we fuel the drama with this nonsense. We talk about how networking is impactful, how being in the clique is impactful, how having a public brand, all that stuff matters. But then at the same time, we do something to tarnish that reputation about it.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could just start it, but at the same time, it's two big ass streamers, QT and Ludwig. Anyone's probably gonna be fired because if you could only imagine having Abin Preach, Myron, Kai, Queso, and then you got like Wendy, DDG, you got, you know, all the fandom, you got the whole AMP, the whole Clover Boys, you got the whole phase there, you got other people from Latin speaking places, you got people from Russia, and it's literally encompassing everyone. It's like the 75th anniversary of the NBA. You remember, you seen Dr. J and Dame dapping up. You like, whoa, this is like some MCU. They all really are here, really knowing each other, talking, and we're seeing them in the same building next to each other. That's fire. And they all get represented. But without further ado, I'm gonna end the video right there. Appreciate you watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure you are a problem. See y'all.